Dana White's X-rated reaction after journalist calls him Joe Rogan twice by mistake during interview. UFC boss Dana White couldn't it after being called Joe Rogan. UFC boss Dana White had a priceless reaction when a reporter hilariously mistook him for Joe Rogan. U.S. sports broadcaster Sage Steele invited White to her podcast, The Sage Steele Show. The 55-year-old flew in from Las Vegas to appear on the inaugural episode but was left completely bemused after being mistaken for Rogan, who joined the UFC in 1997. Rogan hosted Fear Factor being moving over to the MMA promotion, debuting at UFC 12, where he conducted backstage interviews with the fighters on the card. During the interview, Steele addressed White as Joe, but her mishap seemingly went unnoticed until she made the exact error in a manner that she could not escape him. Before wrapping up the interview, she asked the UFC CEO, "What is Joe Rogan's dream?" White was immediately taken aback before Steele realized her mistake and corrected herself. "Did you just think I was Joe Rogan?" he said, to which she replied, "I totally did." White added, "She just called me EF Joe Rogan. You thought I was effing Joe Rogan." He continued by joking, "I was bald before Joe was ever bald, okay?" White and Rogan are not only colleagues at the UFC but also good friends. The UFC chief hired Rogan, who worked the first 13 years for free. "I ended up reaching out to Rogan, we hit it off and that's it," said White, who hailed Rogan as the greatest combat sports commentator in history. He said, "Wait a minute. So, you're telling me I can come to the sport that I love the most in the world, have the best seat in the house, and talk about it on TV? I'm in." He did the first 13 for free, and the rest is history. Now he has the biggest podcast in the world, and he's the greatest combat sports commentator of all time.